Welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Tennessee Volunteers and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Inside Williams-Brice Stadium for South Carolina, the Sandstorm team entrance is electric. The fans make this one of the most special venues in sports. Loud, proud, and rocking. That iconic entrance is one you've got to appreciate. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And the Gamecocks ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. A special teams miscue right off the bat, and they'll take over in really good field position. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Fresh set of downs going up top. Setting up the screen. Pick up of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
And I like what the offense did right there. A lot of times on first down, you're thinking run, right? Like be aggressive, come downhill, try to take advantage of the defense. It wasn't a big play, but that will slow this defense down a little bit and just remind them they have to play those scrums.
Hits inside. It's Shepard. Turning it on.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. 2nd down, going to throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Odom. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Might have a chance. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
And that's the problem, man. You want to heat this guy up. You want to bring some pressure, but you see the other side of that coin. You bring pressure, he sees it, he can run, get the first down. This defense, it's kind of a pick your poison. Too soft, too laid back, he runs it and takes off. Too much pressure, he can run it and run away from guys and take off. So, nice.
Snags it and he's open. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
Well, everybody knew this guy was going to get his touches coming into this game, considering he's one of the better receivers in the country. And to start it off, the offense was actually looking the other way. They were looking for other guys to make big plays, but finally they got the opportunity.
Touchdown, Volunteers! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Looking for a crease. It's Clark. Open space at the 25. He's loose down the left side. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
The run inside. It's Shepard. Nowhere to go on that one. That'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. This time they'll throw it. Out wide left, it's Odom. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
And the Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Shepard. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Makes the grab. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down. Looking for the marker. Oh, he's got some space. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. From that spot on the field, you're going to go for 4th and inches every time, but, I mean, you could argue that 4th and inches, you ought to go for it almost all of the time.
I 100% agree. We're definitely going for this, and listen, let's play some offense. Let's have high octane. Let's put some points on the board. We're not kicking field goals. We're not punting. We're trying to score touchdowns.
Fresh center downs going to the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and I think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Splits the uprights, it's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. Deep in the end zone, it's Tuggle. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. On the move, it's Clark. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They'll run him again. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Burrowing for yardage. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
They're going to keep feeding this guy the football, guys. Over 100 yards rushing with that last carry now. We knew coming into this game today, they had to get the running game going. They had to be able to turn around, hand it off, and get positive yards and set themselves up into manageable third down situations. We've seen them at any area of the field so far in this one have success in the running game. They'll keep that up until this defense proves they can stop it.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Here's Sellers to throw. Out wide right, it's Tuggle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Sellers from the gun on third down. Left side is Clark. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Running inside, it's Clark. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. The Gamecocks headed quickly to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Plowing ahead on fourth down. Breaks into the open. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down.
How about the run play on 4th and 3 to 4? A lot of times you see that's a pass play nowadays. They run the football, they stick to what they do well, they know where the first down marker is, and they get the first down.
He's changing the play. Throwing, Sellers. Looking to the big tight end. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Quick give. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Sellers. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're up 14 to 10. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. Using his legs, it's Shepard. Defense all over it.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Finds his man. It's Odom. There he goes. Smashes through the tackle. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to...
Touchdown ball! And they take it in for 6 more points.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Makes a move. Gets it out to the 33 before he goes out of bounds. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Fourth down, Sellers. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Drag to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, running back gets to give. Swamped immediately.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Sellers. It's complete to the right. Fighting off the defender. He's guided out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Motion from the wide receiver. Sellers from the gun on third down. Throws to the tight end. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on fourth down again. Sellers to throw for it on fourth. Look out! Powers through the defender. Turning it on! Past the 20. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
And that's the money down, man. Fourth down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play. You're trying to get it through the air. Nothing open downfield. And he just takes over. He just tucks the ball and runs, goes and gets it. Great job, great decision-making by the quarterback on that play.
And the Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. Here's Sellers to throw. Fires to the end zone. Looking to the end zone. It's incomplete.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. A 67-yard touchdown drive there, and they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quick give. It's Shepard. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And as you start to settle into games as a play call, you start to figure out what works and what doesn't work. And they really got to find a way to get this running game going. They haven't figured it out yet. Like, maybe get the ball more on the perimeter. You know, find a way to get the ball to your running back in space. This offense really has to find a way to get the ground game going.
Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. Right side, it's Odom. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
Well, on a lot of third downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that third down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the first, and they keep this drive alive.
Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double-team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Touchdown, Tennessee! A great catch and run for 6. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Throwing, Sellers. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Rushes on. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And watching this offense the past couple weeks, man, everything's hard. And they got to find a way to get some easier routes, some quicker throws, some higher percentage things, because they're just not hitting at a high clip, and they got to find a way to make things easier and alleviate some pressure off their quarterback.
They're all over him. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up 1 on the play. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He tries to take the top off. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And you've got to go for this on 4th down. I mean, this offense hasn't even punted yet in this game anyway, and they've gone for it on 4th down a few times early. But the field position dictates that you're absolutely going for it here. Trailing on the scoreboard, you've got to dial up a good play. You've got to get your best playmaker the football.
He's not quite going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We start with a look in on BYU taking on the Oklahoma State Cowboys.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
And it's the Cougars looking to make it 9 for 10 here this season. This team knows exactly who they are. They've taken on the identity of that head coach, and they are a serious contender. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Sunbelt.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
From the gun, it's Clark. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Third and 6 yards to go. Making the adjustment. Tight end now in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers escapes the pressure to his right. Took care of it himself. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. Oh, the offense It's fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Clark. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Sellers. Rush right in his face. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the 1st half. And here they are in the 2nd half defending a deep ball.
Straight ahead, it's Clark. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
That's another big run, and that's not surprising, honestly, guys, considering how much success he had in the 1st half. He was running wild against this defense, so let's not change anything. Let's just go back out, let's pound the rock, pound the football, and really threaten this defense and force them to have to tackle us.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Making the adjustment on the play. Here's Sellers to throw. Release to the back. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Makes one man miss. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry-up. They'll move the wide receiver. From the red zone, looking for a man. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. They'll stop play here as they have a look at this injured Gamecock. Looks as if it's their senior quarterback who's down on the play, and that is a guy they can ill afford to lose. We'll have Holly check on his condition shortly. They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. The fake wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle.
And this is exactly what they talked about at halftime. Like, what are the minor adjustments we can make to put us drive together, to sustain it, and now set up 1st and goal. Great opening drive to start this 2nd half.
Here's Isaiah. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Throwing, Sellers. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. So as soon as they step on the field here in the 3rd quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Wants to go up top on second down. Going long. Makes the grab down the left side. And he takes it all the way down to the 26-yard line. Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. It's inside. It's Shepard. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Back to pass on second down. Out wide left, it's Davis. Could not make his way to the corner. The ball's moving quickly to the line. On third down, he drops to throw. Right down the middle. Out wide right, it's Staley. Touchdown, Volunteers! They're not going away in this upset bid as they have answered with a score of their own. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. This drive will open from the 15. Sellers. Got his man. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. To the air, it's Sellers. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there. And he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Sellers lined up in the gun on third down. Here comes the heat. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. The run inside. It's Shepard.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Right back to the well. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short. Teams want to make their move in the rankings. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway.
Makes the grab in their space. He's at the 10, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Vols!
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets a block. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Reels it in. Oh, he's got some space. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Here's Sellers to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet.
Throws toward the end zone. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
Play fake, Sellers. Escapes trouble. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss.
Yeah, and how about the offense, man? You run a little play action. I can just tell you, 3rd and long, as a pass rusher, I'm going to get the quarterback. I don't care about the play action. I'm not biting on it, and neither did the defense.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. 4th down, Sellers. Stepping to the right. Going to try to get it himself. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Man, it is do or die time right now for this offense playing at home, and the quarterback just takes the play over. On 4th down, knowing they're trailing, doing anything he can to scramble, find a way to keep this team alive in front of this home crowd. This is going to go down to the wire.
Finds his target. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 and the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
After getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Trying to barge their way in. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Runs through a tackle. Breaks into the open. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. At midfield, he's got room. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Vols come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Left side is Odom. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Could be an alley. The 10. He is in. Touchdown, Tennessee. On to attempt the try. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper came on a 34-yard jaunt to the end zone. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Throws for the tight end. Finds his man. It's Johnson. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. The Gamecocks in the hurry-up.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again,
got it in stride inside the 20. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. on 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Throwing, Sellers. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And it comes up empty there, but that's exactly what this offense needs to keep doing, man. Keep throwing the football. Like, don't quit. Don't give up. I know you're down a couple of possessions, but you want to show your team, man, that we're always going to fight no matter what the scoreboard is. That's what we are. That's who we are. We're competitive, and we're going to keep getting better, and that's the goal of this squad.
Sellers to the air again. Finds his big tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Bush is ahead. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Shepard. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first downs. So you have to be able to run.
Kept it on the ground with that RPO, and it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down and pick up the victory.
And that's not a surprise to anybody, including the defense, that they turned and they give it to their running back, who they've been giving it to all game long. Up front, the offensive line, they deserve a ton of credit. Blocked and paved the way. This rushing attack has been lethal, and I'm not surprised that's how they end this football game.
And that's the kind of guy, too, David, you want at the end of the game, because he wants the ball into his hands to ice this thing. He's looking over the sidelines before that play call, and he's like, give it to me, let me finish this thing and win this game for us, and that's exactly what happened.
And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.